Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday signed legislation to impose financial burdens on tech platforms such as Twitter and Facebook that ban candidates for statewide office. Critics of the Florida legislation say the bill is unconstitutional and will not survive legal challenges. Under the legislation, the Florida Election Commission may fine social media platforms $250,000 each day that a candidate for statewide office is deplatformed, or removed from the service. The Republican governor's office says the bill will let any Floridian sue and win monetary damages for violations, and the state attorney general can also bring new legal action against tech companies. Mr. DeSantis said in a statement, "This session, we took action to ensure that, we the people, real Floridians across the Sunshine State, are guaranteed protection against the Silicon Valley elites. Many in our state have experienced censorship and other tyrannical behavior firsthand in Cuba and Venezuela. If big tech censors enforce rules inconsistently, to discriminate in favor of the dominant Silicon Valley ideology, they will now be held accountable." Critics of the bill, including Liberal Chamber of Progress CEO Adam Kovacevic, have argued that the legislation will help make online conversations more hateful. Mr. Kovacevic said in a statement, "At a time when many people want to see healthier online communities free of hate and conspiracy theories, this bill ties platforms' hands in the fight against toxic and incendiary content. It would turn Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube into anything-go sites like 4chan and Gab. Fortunately, the bill is so clearly unconstitutional that its authors' efforts to turn the internet into a cesspool of lies and hate should be short-lived." Mr. Kovacevic and other critics of the Florida law have noted that the legislation also includes an exemption for a tech company if it owns and operates a theme park or entertainment complex, in an apparent carve-out for Disney, which operates Disney World in Orlando. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky said on a radio show he won't be getting the vaccine, but that he might change his mind if people who previously contracted the disease are getting reinfected at a greater rate than those who are vaccinated. The Republican said on a podcast released Sunday on WABC-AM in New York that he doesn't want the federal government ordering him around. Paul said, "In a free country you would think people would honor the idea that each individual would get to make their medical decisions. Are they going to also tell me I can't have a cheeseburger for lunch? Are they going to tell me I have to eat carrots only and cut my calories? All that would probably be good for me. But I don't think Big Brother ought to tell me to do it." Paul claimed that he has natural immunity, but the so-called research suggests having corona may not protect against getting infected again. And in cases where reinfection causes no symptoms or just mild ones, people might still spread the virus. And that's why the so-called health officials have urged vaccination as a longer-term solution. Paul announced in March 2020 that he had tested positive for the virus, becoming the first case of corona in the United States Senate. At the time it raised fears about further transmission of the virus among senators, including more than 24 who are in their 70s or 80s. Paul said he continued working at the U.S. Capitol after being tested for coronavirus because he had no symptoms of the illness and believed it was highly unlikely he was sick. Paul also said he did not have direct contact with anyone who tested positive for the virus or was sick. Paul's refusal to self-quarantine after being tested sparked bipartisan outrage, including from some of his colleagues.